Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to the Columbus School of Chinese and our video series, Ask a Chinese Teacher. Today I'm going to delve into a relatively difficult grammatical structure, one that is hard for us English speakers because we don't have it in English, and yet it's extremely useful, it's extremely common, and it's one of those leaps that you have to take from when you're an intermediate student to take the next step, get into that advanced area to communicate different things in Chinese. And that is the 把字句 or the 把 sentence structure. So you may have heard that Chinese at its simplest, most basic level is something that linguists refer to as an SVO language, a subject, verb, object language. He drank coffee. I watch movies, etc., etc. In English, we follow that pattern. In Chinese, there is certain basic sentence structures that follow that exact pattern. However, if you've been watching this series long enough, you'll know that that's kind of where those similarities end, and that's really only one possible sentence structure that Chinese might employ. The 把字句, the 把 sentence structure, is one where we put the object closer to the front of the sentence. So instead of SVO, we have something like S, ba, O, V. That is, we're taking that object and we're placing it farther to the front. So the next question is, where would I choose to use this? Or why would a native speaker use a 把字句, a ba sentence, as opposed to an SVO sentence? Well, it depends on context. It depends on if you want to stress the object and the action that is being done onto the object, or if you're just giving a more general, big picture of the story of whatever you're trying to convey. You can think of a ba sentence as one where we're focusing in on some object. We're focusing in on that object. We're defining that object more closely. For whatever reason, the speaker is choosing to focus more on that object, getting a close-up on the action and the action that has been done, as compared to a more general, broad, overall picture like a wide shot would be. So let's take an example here. First, our more familiar SVO, subject, verb, object sentence. 我吃比萨饼了. I ate pizza. 我吃比萨饼了. This gives you a general picture. I ate pizza. We're not talking about a specific pizza. There's really no other context there. It's just giving you a general big picture. 我吃比萨. What if we chose to use a 把 sentence to convey a similar meaning? We're taking that pizza, putting it closer to the front of the sentence, emphasizing the pizza, emphasizing the object and the action being done to the object just a little bit more. Let's put it grammatically into a 把字句, right? 我把比萨饼吃了. 我把比萨饼吃了. I took the pizza and ate it. When I do this sentence, it's kind of like a close-up focusing on the pizza itself and the action being done to it. So think of this as a close-up on the object and the action. Another way to think of it is I'm more closely defining, or I'm defining in greater detail exactly what pizza I'm talking about. So when I translate this into English, I want to use a word like the, that definite article in English to describe I'm eating the pizza. It sounds like whoever's listening knows what I'm talking about. The pizza that I ordered the other day, or the pizza I was just talking about. You know that pizza I brought for lunch? I ate that pizza, right? So we're emphasizing the object in action. We're defining it more closely. That's the essence of what a 把字句 does. Alright, so all that having been said, I realize this is still a little bit tricky to get a handle of. Let's look at some examples to give you a little bit better idea of how we can translate an SVO sentence into a 把 sentence. First example here, 我吃苹果了. 我吃苹果了. As you can see, that apple gets brought up to the beginning of the sentence with a 把. we're focusing more on the 苹果 itself. 我把苹果吃了. 我把苹果吃了. Next. 他喝水了. He drank water. 他喝水了. Translated into a 把字句. 他把水喝了. Again, that 水, the object here is 水, gets brought up to the front with a 把 before the verb. Right? 他把水喝了. He drank the water. He drank that water. 第三, here we have a question. Let's see how this works with a question. 你看书了吗? 你看书了吗? Subject, verb, object, we just have that question word, ma, that comes at the end. Did you read? Did you read books? 好, let's change this question into a 把 sentence. 你把书看了吗? Did you read the book? Did you take the book and read it? 你把书看了吗? 好, so hopefully this gives you some direction as you become more familiar with and comfortable with using the 把字句, the 把 sentence structure.